Rise and shine. Rise and shine, everybody. Grab your jackets, your shoes. You put your drawers back on. It's time to go. Guys, everyone have to go. Go home. Party's over.
Laying here lunching with hoes who famous for nothing other than letting they IG camera record them while strutting. They get double taps on they feed, struggling to hold on like Velcro straps on their youngest feet. And they in my ear telling me about the boss bitches that they be and how they are the one I need to complete my empire with AT fighters and tummy tea. And I entertain it, which tells me that I had too much to drink. Cause if I was sober, these hoes, they would not get a fuck from me. Trappers of thirst they are, all in they bird brain. But the way that they asses looking that dress is the worst case scenario for me, because I'm certainly short of luck. But as soon as they start the talking, I quickly fall off the hook. And now I rethink my role.
Alright.
Pinky up. Why?
Why?
So the question of the day is, why do men and women couple up?
Why do they couple up?
Why do we couple up? What, like, knee jerk, what's your answer?
Sex.
That's mine too.
It starts off with lust.
It's layers though. Loneliness.
Well, it depends on what stage of your life you're in. Because a lot of times, from a youngster, I wouldn't call it loneliness. It's more of wanting to, chase a woman.
At its origin for our life, just all we can speak on is our lives. Our life, right?
Yeah.
At its origin, we was programmed to couple up. Every movie we watched in the 80s and 90s, early 2000s, romantic comedies, the action movies have end with a man and a woman kissing and walking off into the sunset. We was programmed for this, bro.
We was programmed to couple up.
We was programmed to couple up. Come on, man. The same women definitely programmed to couple up. They get you a ring, girl. If he ain't put no ring, then he don't love you. That's not true.
That's not true, man.
That's not true. If I don't give you a ring and get the government involved, I don't love you. I love you so much, let's get the government involved. Like that's programming.
Yeah, cause it always bothered me growing up about this couple thing. It's like when you look at the land of the wild, the rules they operate by. There's
first come, first serve.
First come, first serve. But at the same time, it's like I don't understand the land of the wild language, but I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of jealousy going on of when they men go out and make other families.
Man, go have
just do man stuff.
The lion out there with hella homes.
But it's no just because you coupled up with one person doesn't mean you're stuck with one person.
Well, that's another part of the programming as it refers to relationships, bro. Look, women have been taught and they learn, and they've learned it so well that they think it's original thought. You get completely irate, burn your shit up, attack you violently if you
step outside of
this relationship. But here's the thing: if coupling up was natural, you wouldn't want to do it. You wouldn't want to step outside anyway. If monogamy was natural, you wouldn't have a desire, because it's natural means without thinking I want to do that.
Yeah.
Without really, I want to do that. Like, it's natural to be hungry. Like when you haven't eaten in 4 hours, you hungry.
Yeah.
That's natural. You know what else is natural? You see a good looking woman, you look and you like, that's natural. You know it's not natural?
Stuck in
being with one woman all the time. Women will never admit this. Y'all know it's not natural either, because
it goes both ways.
Why you got a work husband? Why you got a celebrity husband? Why you got all that? Man, you lusting after them just like we lust after the men. As men, we just keep it more real. Real men, will admit to a woman like, yeah, I find most women attractive. Because let's keep it real. Like, you know what I mean? So
let's get back to
the
question. Why?
It's programmed. For me, I say programming.
It's programming.
Because if it was just sex without the programming that you should be in this one structured thing, then it would be, you'd probably be running around, it'd probably be just a house full of men and women.
You'll be like
going at it with each other with a bunch of kids running around.
Like back in the old school, back in the day when
when it was just village, when we lived outdoors type of thing, man. We just over there like, man, I like her tonight. Wait, she like me tonight.
But men really had multiple house families, like families.
Shout out Brother Polite. Still got 6 or 7 wives, and they all know each other, and they all work together economically, financially, emotionally. Like they all. Brother Polite pulls it off. He makes it make sense. Because once you get out of the programming of it, it does. I mean, it makes sense to.
Yes.
Let's say you got 3 wives.
Yeah. You split the hats up.
Everybody out there getting it.
Yeah.
Now you got 4. Now you got a 4-income household.
Not just that. Before one man or one woman can't wear every single hat of a relationship.
Not just
that's
that.
required.
No, you cannot, because people have too many requirements. Like,
yeah.
And there's this thing where the other person leans on you for happiness, that's just impossible. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day.
You're going deep.
But that's a problem. You have too many things that you need out of your mate. But if you got 3 mates, not just that, there's 4 people to take care of the children. There's 4 people to clean the house. There's 4 people to take care of the bills. There's 4 people to do everything.
Yeah.
We were just taught that
one person
get with one person, and this one of them people is responsible for all the money, and then the other person is responsible for all the stuff in the house. How short-sighted is that? Like, you wonder why most marriage ends in divorce. Look at the parameters that are set. We don't set our own parameters. We just go off of what's already out there.
It's unrealistic to me.
It is unrealistic because we go off the blueprint that hasn't worked. Hasn't worked.
Never worked.
You know, Chris Rock made a great point when he said his 16 years of marriage is way more than his parents' 40 years because his parents didn't have contact with each other. So the model that we are following is outdated because you have way too much contact with your spouse now. Where Chris Rock says his dad went to work and didn't see his mama till he came home. Didn't see the kids, didn't have no contact with nobody.
Yeah.
So that model may have worked then because they hardly talked. Now we talking all the time. Like, where you at?
To the point
what you
where
doing?
we don't want to talk to each other.
Send me your location.
You know what I used to like? The boyfriend and girlfriend stage when you didn't live with each other.
And you sat on the phone all night?
Sat on the phone all night. Fell asleep. Or like, man, I can't wait till I see her today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't wait to see her at school tomorrow.
Yeah. Or even when we got grown, it's like, man, I'm trying to come through. Like, man, you want her to come through.
You want her to go. You trying to pull up?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, you want to spend the night this time?
Yeah.
Now you spending the night every night. And waking up with stinking breath.
I almost believe like we shouldn't even live with each other. Once couples hook up,
get married, and fuck marriage. Like, we don't need marriage. Why we need marriage?
I don't know. But back to
because here's the thing. It's all programming. We just following these sets of rules, and no matter how you feel about the rule, you follow it.
But there's a lot of unwritten rules that we don't know about.
There's so many. Then women keep writing rules as the relationship keeps going.
Hold up.
So we got sex, which of course obvious, but we got programming. Programming has a lot to do with everything in the world. So, what would you say is the number one? Like, out of those 2 things, that's not an easy question. What would you say is the number one reason out of between the 2 why you couple up? Because I'm gonna let you go first because I already know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna go with program because programming creates that fear of loss, thinking somebody's gonna leave you or you don't. You know, you want that person to yourself at this point. So now we're being possessive. That's due to programming because we're programmed to like, if we think we like each other, we're supposed to be with each other. And really that don't be the case because sometimes when we meet people, that don't mean that's the person for the rest of our life or for a period of our life. That might just be for the moment.
For the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But programming gets to thinking like, oh yeah, you the one. Might not be the one.
Might not be the one.
You
But
the one
you
for
convinced
it.
yourself already,
Yeah.
and now you're going to stick it out when you realize that it ain't the one,
And now,
then you're going to keep going.
yeah, and also with that mindset of thinking, that way of thinking, it turns into how do you get out of it once you figure out,
That's why they say most relationships end 3 years too late.
yeah. Because I believe breaking up starts, you broke up way before y'all both say, hey, it's done.
You've been broke up.
Yeah.
Hey, another Chris Rock. He said she done broke up with you months ago.
Yeah.
He said she only here with you because she ain't here with you. She here with me.
Man, that's just like it's. And then also, I know the question is why do we couple up? But let's get into once you couple up, it's like
Why do you
I think it. Yeah, why do you say? I think it starts to go downhill once you couple up.
I'm gonna address the first one first. I agree with you that it's programming over sex, but it's addition by subtraction because you can have sex without coupling up. But the sex will make the sex will make you couple up because you programmed it like, oh, that's awesome. Let's get married. You want to go with me? But no, you don't have to do that. Just enjoy what just happened and move and just.
Why can't we just live in
you
the
can
moment?
just keep doing that.
Yeah.
You can just keep doing that. That was good, and if it leads to. So I agree with programming, but for a different reason because it's more addition by subtraction. You can just take the sex out of it because sex can be had with no emotional connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just a equal exchange of energy. Move on with life.
That's for men. We can have emotionless sex. Women, it's
they
kind
can't.
of no.
Also because they've been programmed not to. Think about it, man. It goes back to the beginning. It goes back to all the old stories from back in medieval times when the princess and that story is what they latch onto is happily ever after.
Not well.
So
there's a certain
it can't
type of
be
woman-
left there.
There's a certain type of women that do have emotionless sex.
They're called whores.
Yeah, they
Whores.
they can have sex and move on and have us messed up.
They went from being called hoes to savages. Whatever you want to label it.
I call them savages because those are the ones that we normally get our funnest experiences from, and then they leave us.
And then
hanging.
you'd be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You'd be like, she ain't text me back. Oh,
Yeah.
she ain't answering the phone.
Now we sick.
Somebody else over there getting that action.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's turn.
It's somebody else's turn.
That's what you gotta understand with them savages.
Man.
Somebody, hey, your turn come and go.
Your turn come and go, and if you miss your turn, your turn is up.
Yeah, don't miss your turn.
You know.
But then don't fall in love with your turn. Because you don't act, and that's another thing about men.
Yeah.
Women, we can say what we want about women. Men will see all the writing on the wall.
All the writing
and
on the
still
wall.
be like, I like her.
I like her.
You know why? Because we also program to chase. We program
but
to
look,
chase.
that's almost the land of the wild too. That's
That
the
is.
rules.
That's animal
it's
instinct.
like it is. It's like so we're naturally programmed in that aspect.
Chase. Let's go get it.
That's in our DNA.
Oh, she don't like me? Psh,
We
wonder
wired
why.
that way.
Man, nah, she gotta like me.
That's why we don't like aggressive women chasing us.
Yeah, it'd be like,
That's a turn
I
on
hate
to
to
me.
be, I hate to
honestly.
be sleazy, but tease me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when a woman is overly aggressive towards me, I'm like,
I'm like, now you start noticing flaws
yeah,
immediately.
like, hey, who she think
You
she-
immediately start
yeah.
picking her apart.
I'm cool.
I'm straight, like, hey, haha, you
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah.
You crazy. You crazy.
Yeah, like men are not. We're not the prey.
We're not the prey. We are definitely the hunter.
Yeah, like we don't.
And we
get
need to conquer.
Yeah.
And if you gonna submit and tap out, we like, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
You immediately start thinking something wrong with her.
And so we program.
So
in
we are
sex.
programmed, At the end of the day, bro, we are programmed
This is a
to
taught
couple up.
and learned behavior.
Taught and learned. It's the learned behavior. It's not natural. Because if it was natural, you wouldn't have to fight to stay in it. You don't have to fight to breathe unless something traumatic happens to your body. You feel me? You don't gotta fight to. You ain't gotta fight to be hungry. You ain't gotta fight to see, unless something went wrong.
That's why I like the boyfriend and girlfriend lusty.
You don't have to fight for that, because guess what? It's easy. It's something about when you move in, when you start to, because these are commitments, right?
Yeah.
You move in together. That's a commitment. Now you sharing finances.
Expectations.
You get married. Now you done got the government involved. You have kids. Now there's a third life involved. You sticking together for everything but love. That love word. That word love don't mean nothing.
No, it turned into expectations.
Yeah. The word love is just a word. Because to me, I always say this. I say love is a verb. Love is love is a verb, not a noun.
Love's a secondhand emotion.
It's a secondhand emotion. It don't mean
because it comes and goes.
It comes and goes, and you don't even really know what it is. Like you be like, I love you too. You be like, do I? If you really ask, stop. I'm like, do I?
No, because you could easily not love somebody. Like, hey, I don't love you. Like, I kind of hate you today.
Yeah.
That's my feeling today.
Yeah.
Like, I hate you today.
Yeah.
Or I don't like you.
And men are the only people who don't get unconditional love. Kids get loved unconditionally. The dog gets loved unconditionally. The woman gets loved unconditionally by the kids and the dog. The dog is the only one that loves the man unconditionally. Everybody else in the house has a condition.
So the question should be, why would you want to be in a relationship?
Why would you want to be? Why wouldn't you just keep it simple?
And on that note,
Why the fuck am I not at home? And when is this party done? And right when I get in my proper mind to get up and go, my homies show up with a round of shots yelling party on. Alright, we gon' kick it this one night. After that we are going back to this business, baby. Hey, it was fun. Oh, no need for no friendship. Yes, I say it was alright. We gon' kick it this one night.